Hi all, Keith and Maz. It's our return to Spain after 26 years, and it was seeing this road on a place in the sun that I thought Spain's beautiful. I remember it being awful. During the 9 days we were in Mijas, we decided let's go catch the bus down the mountain and go to Benimolina where we went 26 years ago to see if it really was that bad. And yes, that's why we poo-pooed Spain for so long. When we were looking for a place to stay inland, we were told Mayas was beautiful, and it is. The white buildings are so clean, and the streets are clean. There's plants all along the way where there's a team of people looking after them. Didn't see any rubbish, and I really particularly liked all the colourful streets, and which were narrow, but had lovely pavings in them. We stayed in the biggest hotel in Mayas and was amazed at how much people would get up in the morning, first thing, bags their bed and stay there till 6 and 7. I wanted to say to them, have you seen and explored this beautiful town? From different parts of Mayas, you can see the distance. The sea was about 6 or 7 miles away. Funguiola was the one seaside resort you could see. Torremolinos, Benimolina were just further around around the hillside as well. I think we decided that the Spanish threw all this concrete jungle, especially for the tourists, and threw it down right at the seafront so that they could keep the main inner country looking lovely. After we met a drunken tourist, I don't think I blame them either. This is another view top hill. This is another view over the hills, and you can see the white town below. We were told that one time the townspeople had to paint their buildings twice a year to keep them this white, but now it's only around every 4 years. Even though it was traditional, we decided not to go with the donkeys. They were not sure if they were well looked after, and they were very smelly. And the horse seemed to know exactly where it was going without the driver knowing. Ensuring we kept away from any animal cruelty. We did go on a tuk-tuk ride at the end of the week, and it was great. And this little vehicle took us all around Mijas. We're both not usually into museums, but this one was really quaint. But actually, it's the little clay figures and scenes that brought it alive, and there's quite a few of them. With my eyesight, we decided to bypass this museum with its teeny tiny figures on the end of pins and went on our way.
The first one is the biggest one, two smaller ones, the tiny car. Before tourism started here on the Costa del Sol, when people still working on the land, they used these caves as a storage place for everything they cultivated. Because it's all natural and stuff.
For those who's read The Seven Sisters, read about people living in these caves, the Spanish gypsies, but now it was just good to see how they were used, and actually used also for blacksmiths. It was a hot day, but we just decided we had to head for that little church on the hill.
I'm trying to see where I'm going.
And it was well worth the trek going up. Amazingly, we only saw a couple of locals, and they said they never see tourists climbing up there, which was such a shame because you could see for ages. Also, Keith really got into being his cameraman. And you can see just how far we'd been. It was up there. One day we decided to go to the original Benalmadena town, which was just further down the hillside. It was just as pretty as Mijas and well worth a visit. Again, the streets were narrow, the houses were white, and it was kept lovely and pretty. We had a really nice tapas, but Keith complained that just a small beer was a little bit on the mingy side.
actually see them.
Just down the road from Benamolina Pueblo, we found a butterfly park, and it was really hot and steamy, but such a wonderful place with so many butterflies. I found it hard to track them, but then if you just stand there, they just came and sat on you. There was also a member of staff who talked you through the process, the metamorphosis of the caterpillar going through the chrysalis into the butterfly. She did this in both Spanish and English. The staff told us to be careful not to stand on the butterflies and we'd try and careful not to do anything. But then something big was moving around and it certainly wasn't a butterfly. The tortoise was well at home.
Nueva flores, canachero, 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 y camino de los buenos.
Mijas hosts quite a lot of festivals throughout the year, and the end of our visit was the start of a week's festival. So we were able to enjoy some flamenco dancing. Spain's well worth a visit. Definitely want to go back, but more in the north of the country this time, and certainly not at the seacoast.